Good afternoon guys, Speedbird 189 here again with another new aircraft. Don't know if you noticed, today we're actually moved location. We're now downstairs in the dining room because we need more space for this one. Today we'll be taking a look at the JC Wings Boeing 777-300 in the Australia livery, and for the first time reviewing on this channel, it will be in 1 to 200 scale, which are considerably larger than the 1 to 400 ones. So yeah, let's go ahead. Take a look at the box. You can see V-Australia, which is the airline. They are now branded as Virgin Australia, based out of Sydney, Australia, Sydney Kingsford Smith Airport. So this livery no longer exists. You can see the lady there flying the South African flag. We'll get to that in a second, why it's South African, not Australian. But yeah, the lady that Virgin like to feature quite often on the front of aircraft, a bit like the tradition in the US Air Force during World War II, to have a lady just underneath the, or just by the front of the aircraft. So yeah, that's the front. Airplane there, Boeing 777-3ZG/ER. ZG being the customer code for the V-Australia for Boeing, and scale 1 to 200. Nothing there because this is like it slides out as such, so there's nothing to be seen on that side. Just actually tilt the camera up slightly to get a better view. That's the back. You can see the lady again with the South African flag, and the background with the general V-Australia logos. Basically warnings as to how this isn't suitable for kids under 14. Somehow, don't know why it starts in German, but doesn't matter with us anyway. So yeah, that's that. Top of the box, V-Australia, Boeing 777-3ZG/ER, 1 to 200 scale. And same again with the barcode. The reference number, not that, what would be called? The number for this model is XX2177. Yeah, okay. So that's that. Now we'll bring the aircraft into view. So a bit further back, a bit more space. It's a heavy one, this. And there we have it. It's a beautiful model, this one. I'm really pleased I got it. There we go. So that's the model. This is the 777-300ER by JC Wings in 1 to 200 scale in the V-Australia livery. The wheels have just turned slightly, just quickly turn them back. Okay. And as ever, we'll start at the front here. Just get stable. There we go. So here we've got the front of the plane, the cockpit, the lady at the front flying the South African flag. I'm not sure if this is true, but I believe that flag is South African. It was to celebrate the launch of V-Australia flying direct flights to Johannesburg in South Africa, which I don't believe they fly there anymore, or Virgin Australia there anyway, because they mainly just fly to Los Angeles, and I think read earlier they sometimes fly to Abu Dhabi. But yeah, so I believe that's why it has the South African flag. Yep, so we got the we're talking about the front door, the landing gear, Papa Foxtrot PF on the front landing gear doors. That's to do with the registration there. And there we have the V-Australia titles, which they've been gone since, I believe it was 2011 when they got rebranded to Virgin Australia. So yeah, got the front car good with there. More doors, antennae, windows. Got the engine there. Big old lovely General Electric GE90s. If we just turn the aircraft around to see in the flambeads, So there we go. The fan blades on this aircraft do spin, but I shan't demonstrate it as I haven't got anything to demonstrate it with on me. But there you go. You can see there's a lot of detail gone into this aircraft. I mean, just underneath the wing there, there's like I don't actually know what that even is, but it's a nice little feature nonetheless. And then come along the wing, got the wingtip, got the green light there. It's starting to focus on it, but you just see the wingtip, the green light. Jump cut. Sorry for that, my camera decided to suddenly run out of battery, so back again, let's continue. So just down the fuselage, you'll notice a few stars, a couple of stars there, slowly turning to the Union Jack towards the rear. And then on the tail fin, got the stars of the Australian flag. I think this is a really attractive livery, attractive livery. Very Australian, so to speak, and it's a shame really that it no longer flies. The current livery Virgin Australia now employ, it's very plain white fuselage with Virgin Australia titles, quite similar to what Virgin Atlantic use, and a Virgin tail fin. That's literally it. So it's a bit plain compared to this one, but this one certainly is my favourite of their two employed liveries. Zoom in quickly, just there. You can get it in focus. There. VH-VPF, Victor Hotel Victor Papa Foxtrot is the aircraft registration. You can see there the little details by the horizontal stabilizers, where you can see where they can pitch them to go up and down as the aircraft flies. Okay, so that's the side of the aircraft. If we turn around, now I bought this off eBay, this aircraft, for £30, which is an absolute steal really for an aircraft of this calibre, this size. But one thing I'm not sure about again is the age of the model. Again, second-hand purchase, we'll never really know. But one thing to give it away is the APU. The APU the APU exhaust that this aircraft features is printed on. It's not actually nothing physically there. There's no hole there. It's painted on very well though. It's very effective. It does look like it's got a bit of depth there. So it's, you know, something that's probably what they could produce at the time. But yeah, it's fine. You've got the strobe light there to the top, the APU there, and if I just zoom out again, so it's pretty much exactly the same story on this side as well as any other side, minus the cargo door. So again, the Australia cockpit, lady flying the South African flag, fuselage, antennae, GE90 engines, exactly the same, just on the other side, and with the red light on the wingtip there. Okay, so we'll spin it round to the front, just so you can get a head-on view of the aircraft, like so. Yeah, it's a lovely model, this one. I'm really pleased I got it for the price I did. I've decided just to sort of dive into a bit of 1 to 200 scale for a little bit, just because I've only got a very few aircraft in that size, and it'd be quite nice to have a 777 certainly in the diecast make, a diecast model of one, and it's a very fine model indeed. I'm really pleased with it. Okay, so have a look underneath the aircraft. Got the landing gear, as I said. Of course, because the aircraft is so much bigger to what you can get with a 1:400 scale. So I just realised I was actually back to front all the time. That's the way it should be. Because the aircraft here is so much bigger than 1:400 scale, of course, you can get a lot more detail and it looks a bit more realistic than what would you find on your Gemini jets, your Phoenix models, all that sort of stuff in 1:400. But I mean, they're still good models nevertheless. Don't want to disrespect them anyway. So that's the landing gear, the nose landing gear, main landing gear. Wheels do spin as such. These also sort of pivot. That one's a bit stiff, but this one pivots, of course, so it can look like it's taken off a landing as such just by doing that, if you wanted to display it in a certain way. Okay, so that's that. Sorry, that's my phone going off there. Okay, inboard landing light there as well. I forgot to point that one earlier. And you've got antennae here, and here again, and APU access door there, if you can just see there. Yeah, and on the roof, on the top of the fuselage, should I say, you've got painted on, again, a sign of the aircraft's age possibly, because the modern ones nowadays got like a little gem glued on the top. Printed on anti-collision beacon light, the antennae, various antennae and bits and bobs. Yeah. So that's it for this video. Again, £30 on eBay, absolute steal. I had a look at them today to see how much they're going for nowadays, and I found one going for about £180. So yeah, very pleased with this model, price I got for it, and level of detail that has been applied. So that's all for today, or all for now should I say, because I've got another one coming up very soon. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later.